Roll call, please.
Councilman Grigor?
Here.
Councilman Orchakowski?
Yes.
Councilman Coles?
Here.
Councilwoman Thomas?
Here.
Mayor Sherrod?
Here, please rise for the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from the December 28th meeting. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any questions, comments, corrections?
Let's see here. On C, motion to accept the cancellation of health insurance for the city of Monessen dog Benefit.
Yeah, that should be 3-2, right? Was that 3-2?
No, it's fine.
The vote, or was it 5-0?
What is that, Neil?
Yeah.
It was 5-0, but my question is, and this isn't clear, and I have a follow-up question, you've done this for some of these, is, are we saying that Benetton canceled us, or we canceled them?
They canceled
They
us.
canceled us.
Okay.
And that's what the motion reads.
Okay, well, I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that.
Well, I mean, it's done. It was voted on. It's past December 31st.
That I understand. That I completely understand. All right, I'll bring it up after this.
Okay.
I just would like to make a mention that, and I have a question about that.
I mean, if you want to bring it up now, while you're,
Okay.
I said if you want to bring it up now while you're on the subject.
Okay, well, my question is, this is stating the Benetton canceled the contract at midnight 12/31/2020. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess this reads right here.
The motion?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave the motion because it designates 12/31/2020. Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, okay. Any other comments on the minutes? Call the roll.
Councilman Orchakowski?
Yes.
Councilman Coles?
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas?
Yes.
Councilman Grigor?
Aye.
Mayor Sherrod?
Yes. Okay. Did we receive any public comment in writing ahead of time, John?
No, didn't receive any.
And the agenda
Oh, I'm
was?
sorry, we did receive one, and it'll be at the end, the
Okay.
Murphy telegraphs.
Okay. Correspondence is the state of the city address.
Mayor, may I ask a question, please?
Yes.
I think you skipped one or two. You didn't approve the minutes from November 10th.
We did that last time.
Yeah.
It's not on this agenda.
Oh, I apologize, I got the wrong one.
Oh, I think you were looking at the minutes.
I was.
Okay. So I have the state of the city address, so I'm going to read that. This is for January 2021. Dear Monessen residents, I'm pleased to present to you the state of the city address for the city of Monessen. In the interest of time and space, this address will summarize accomplishments from August 2020 through present, picking up where I left off from my previous state of the city address in September of 2020. If you're interested in a more complete list of accomplishments or details, please contact City Hall for more information. The year 2020 was not an easy year for anyone. However, we have proven again that Monessen is resilient, and that many residents are interested in improving our city for the better. I want to thank each and every one of you for trusting us to make changes that we feel will help our city achieve long-term success. As always, special thanks goes to our city administrator, city clerk, city solicitor, clerical staff, public works staff, our first responders and their leadership, and all other members of this city administration who work tirelessly to accomplish many positive things for our city. The last few decades have not been easy for our city and its prosperity, nor have the last 7 years been easy for our city and its sense of community. I know that for some, I may have personally contributed to that sense of a fractious community. I want to take a moment to apologize for the first 2 years of my tenure being so chaotic at times. As many of you know, my decision to boycott our council meetings from mid-2018 through 2019 was due to several factors. In short, I uncovered corruption in city government and did not have a council or administration that were willing to support my effort to address the issues I saw. I dealt with antagonistic and sometimes threatening members of council, and I personally wanted no parts of any questionable things that were being done without my having the ability to rectify the situation due to a lack of a majority vote on council. I'm very glad and relieved that now I'm able to report that over this past year that I've been back, and with a new council member and new staff, we have gotten many things accomplished. We will continue to work to air any corruption or wrongdoing. In terms of any corruption found, when investigative agencies report to us, we will disclose that information. We will also continue to find tangible solutions for the issues facing Monessen's residents and long-term solutions for Monessen's success. Here are some highlights of our accomplishments for August 2020 to January 2021. Authorize the collection agency to force the sale of properties that have substantial unpaid garbage bill balances. Establish rules and procedures for potential new city hires and appointees to all city boards, authorities, and commissions. Began the process of rewriting the city's outdated zoning ordinances. Promoted payroll clerk Cheryl Gordon to city clerk. Hired a new city auditor. Hired Tamika Arnold to fill the former payroll clerk position as a general office clerk. Installed 6 new LED light fixtures at Monessen Library parking lot, improving safety. Filled 27 vacant city board, authority, and commission appointments. Established a new city environmental advisory board. Repaired and repointed the exterior terracotta walls of the Monessen Library. Purchased 20 new radios for the police, replacing 15-year-old radios. Promoted Todd Carter as full-time code enforcement officer. He has 22 years experience and is certified in over 16 different areas. The code office has brought in over $150,000 in revenue in 2020. He will also serve as zoning officer, UCC administrator, and building official. Approved an agreement for the paving of Euclid Drive from Grand Boulevard to Crest Drive. Adopted an ordinance requiring all purchases of property within the city with code violations to bring that property up to code within 12 months of the date of purchase. Adopted an ordinance requiring the registration of vacant, abandoned, and foreclosed property within the city and established a city blight fund. Adopted an ordinance establishing procedures for declaring nuisance properties. Approved the replacement of damaged equipment at Hilltop Fire Station because the city neglected the station roof for the past 5 to 6 years. The insurance company refused to claim due to neglect. The roof was repaired in 2020. In the process of demolishing 5 additional properties in the city early this year. Paved Overhill Drive, Coolidge Avenue, and a portion of Grand Boulevard. In 2021, Maple Avenue, Euclid Drive, and a portion of McKee Avenue will be completed. Payments for certain city bills can now be paid online. Corrected over 600 city ordinances that were incorrectly numbered from 1968 to 2020. Adopted a balanced city budget for 2021 with no property tax increase. Adopted an ordinance to take effect in 2022 where mayor and members of city council will be compensated on a per meeting basis based on attendance rather than a yearly salary. Salaries were not increased. Monessen is now part of the Mid-Mon Valley Regional Enterprise Zone, which hopes to use tax credits to attract and expand businesses thanks to the leadership of the Mon Valley Alliance. Rusted and damaged steel doors at the City Park ball field were replaced. New fencing was installed at Shawnee Park. Seeking funding to rehabilitate the City Park tennis courts. Reestablished the city's Shade Tree Commission. Created a city newsletter. Had the city's website professionally redesigned to include an updated promotional video to attract new residents and development and improve the city's image, and to include necessary forms, frequently asked questions, contact information, and other items that are pertinent to residents. The city website is www.cityofmonessen.com. Discovered there are 817 tax delinquent properties in the city of Monessen that are in unsold status, with delinquent city taxes totaling over $1.4 million. Interested parties can acquire those properties, usually at a low cost, by working with the county and the city and signing a developer agreement to rehabilitate the property. Contact the city for more information. We are encouraging the rehabilitation and development of vacant properties in the city. The city accepted the cancellation of its former healthcare provider, Benecon, and entered an agreement for interim coverage through UPMC as of January 1st. Negotiations for a long-term solution for coverage are ongoing with the city's bargaining units. Discovered that a poorly negotiated insurance contract cost the city over $200,000 in taxpayer money in 2020. Continued city operations with no interruption by improving cash flow and without obtaining a tax anticipation note loan. Continuing an ongoing investigation regarding potential wiretapping inside City Hall. Current major fund balances as of December 31st, 2020. General Fund $237,410.67. Debt Service Fund $91,842.80. Parks and Recreation Fund $29,564.99. Liquid Fuels $30,430.67. And line usage $66,940.94. While there are still many things in our city yet to be accomplished, I strongly believe we are on the right track. We're beginning to see growth in the suburbs and exurbs around Pittsburgh, and that includes in Monessen. We're seeing a steady increase in housing sales in all areas of the city. We need to grow our population in order to relieve the tax burden on existing residents. We can do this if we keep promoting our city and making progress in infrastructure, public improvements, legislation, finances, public relations, and marketing. We have to focus on all of these things at one time, and I think we have been doing a great job at that lately. I commend everyone who has played a part in making positive things happen in Monessen. Thank you all. Stay safe and healthy. Onward, Mathurin, Mayor, City of Monessen.
So Mayor, I have a couple questions about your statement or proclamation.
Sure.
Uh,
State of the city.
Say the same thing. Is there any reason you didn't share this with council before, so we could have brought up maybe some things or questions and things?
It was in your packets, and I plan to read it tonight, so that's why it was in your packets. No particular reason.
Okay, so the question, that brings me to another question, and I'll get back to this question. I didn't get home till 5:30, 6 o'clock. And I know Monessen and I were emailing back about where's the agenda, where's anything. Got no emails, except for John did send the agenda. Why wasn't this stuff, as it always has been, for as long as I know, the council's been doing things, just not emailed to us today? Especially since we didn't have a work session to discuss any of this at all.
If you're insinuating that it was intentional, it was not. And I was at work, so I don't know. I know John has been working on finalizing the agenda, and he did bring these copies directly to your houses, if I'm correct.
Right. But again, we didn't get to see anything for less than an hour almost before the meeting. If they were emailed to us, I might have been able to see something during lunch or something.
No, I mean,
And what was the reason we missed our work session?
because the dates would have been too close, and none of you said anything when the schedule was presented to you at the last meeting.
Okay, I'm still missing the point of, it's still the first
And
Monday.
also, when we have work sessions, you don't question anything. You always wait until the council meeting to raise your questions anyway.
Well, that doesn't mean we still shouldn't get the information ahead of time.
No, but there's no, see, you always think that something is intentional when it's not.
No, I'm not accusing, I'm just asking.
That's, well, I'm telling you. So I don't know if John has anything to add, but I know that he was working on finalizing the agenda and the paperwork. So,
So, your one comment in here, I do have a question about it, and what is it? You said you uncovered corruption in city government. What is it?
if you have been paying attention for the last 3 years, you would know that we've addressed it again and again and again at every council meeting, things that have been found, one of which is the insurance, which you were involved in. So I would call that corruption. When you misspend money or when you don't plan things out properly, in my mind, that is corruption. So
That's not corruption.
then what is it?
It's your opinion, but you can't just go out there and throw something out there and say you uncovered corruption and you don't have facts and figures and doing anything. I mean,
I'd be happy to put facts behind everything. I have 3 years worth of stuff.
Hey, Matt, I didn't attend meetings either, and I want to speak on that point.
Sure.
The reason that both of us didn't come, because we didn't want to come down to the meetings and do exactly what you're starting right now, Tony. So cut it out. This is no time for this. Let's get on with this agenda. You want to bring it up, you should have brought it up a long time ago.
Actually, as far as corruption,
talked about it until now.
I'm really concerned about this health insurance from last year.
Mm-hmm.
We took 25 people that were on Medicare and was costing us like $150-some a month for those people. We moved those people over to a program that was costing us $596,000. That was the first time that had ever been done. I'm not sure exactly what was going on or who was using what numbers or where this company came from, but why in God's name would you change something that cost you $154 a month per person and move them over to $569 a month? Why would you do such a thing? It makes no sense. There's either something going on, or you were completely didn't have a clue what you were doing. You were totally incompetent, or something was going on.
See, and Gil Coles and Matt Sherall weren't a part of that.
Yep.
That's part of what Matt is speaking to.
I haven't figured it out yet, but I did look into it. And Lois, you thought that that's just the way things were? That was the first time that people had ever been moved from Medicare to full coverage. We gave these people deductibles that went from $400 to $5,000 to $6,000 a year, and we were giving them Benetcon cards that had never had them before. Why? Why?
He asked if you're talking about the retirees.
Yes, I'm talking about the retirees. They were moved.
Go back to Mary Jo's tender and you'll see dust whenever that happened.
No, this happened under this EDH or whatever that company was.
DHG.
Already negotiated. We're already done.
Who negotiated this? Did you negotiate this, Tony?
Before me.
Your name's on the contract.
Your name was the one, you were the one that did it. Your administration did it.
No.
Way back before the
No, because this Benetcon healthcare took effect in early January of 2020. You signed the contract in December of 2019, which is when all those changes took place.
we signed a contract in October.
Matt, this is Gil Coles. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What was the highest amount of money under the money paid to the law firm or whomever it was, the legal entities representing the city in the whole time that the city was been there? Was it in the 40s or whatever, the most it was ever paid out?
Are you talking about legal fees?
Yes.
It was over $100,000.
No, I'm
Or
not
do you
talking
mean
about what the
average?
past administration was paid. I'm talking about what was the average before this administration, legal administration got in there.
45,000.
Okay, so now how in the hell did it get to be over $100,000 a year or whatever. Who was on the watch then? See, this is what and why you and I didn't go down there. And this, again, I'm going to say, this is no time for this stuff. This stuff should have been done a long time ago and talked about. I'd like to get on with the agenda.
So you're talking about the Randy Lee and all that good stuff, all legal fees to Bluebell? That's what you're talking about.
Because someone spread lies to the mill and caused the city to get sued.
There you go. And who was on watch?
I don't know anything about that. I don't even know anything about some.
Well, see, you spread information without knowing all of the information.
Who spread what?
I said you tend to spread information without knowing all of the information.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It seems like a common theme.
No, it doesn't.
So if you have any other questions, if not, we're going to move on to the treasurer's report.
Please.
One
Can I
thing,
ask one thing though, Matt? Can I ask one thing though? Please?
Sure.
If next time, because I couldn't get home from Vincent, is there any way that we could get these email electronically and dropping off my house at lunchtime? I can't get it at lunchtime. You know, it's nice to have a hard copy, but if you're not home, you can't review that.
Well,
So I didn't get home till 6, so I didn't even get it yet, so we didn't even.
And I mean, all the reports are here, so I mean, you're all more than welcome to stop down to the building too. But next month we'll resume with the work session, so that's a moot point.
Because I mean, it just made it impossible to even look at anything for today.
Anything else from anyone? All right, we have no old business, so I'm going to hand it over to the city treasurer, Jerry Saxon.
Mayor, I'm going to have two reports, my report of the Treasurer's Department and also Controller Rosalie Nixon's report. Okay. Mayor, Master on Council, ladies and gentlemen, this month for ending January 12th, 2021. Garbage fees and real estate taxes collected for the month of December. Garbage fees revenues. Current December, $9,412.50. Year-to-date, $360,172.63. Budgeted amount, $370,000. Garbage fees delinquent, December, $1,036.80. December year-to-date, $116,692.30. Budget amount, $200,000. Out of this, also Portnoy collected $6,583.55 for the year. Interest, $1,990.76 for a total of $8,574.31. Garbage fees housing, quarterly. Year-to-date, $61,035. Budget amount, $67,800. Total 2020 budget, $637,800. Garbage fees collected for 2021. December, $83,123.36. Year-to-date, $175,333.34. Budget amount, $100,000. City real estate taxes revenue. City real estate taxes current, December, $46,385.40. Year-to-date, $2,070,227.11. The budget amount is as follows for each department. General fund received $1,450,000. Debt service fund received $500,000. Parks received $251,750. Library fund received $50,000 for a total of $2,251,750. Delinquent city taxes. City taxes prior years collected. December year-to-date, $4,670.39. Budget amount, $4,000. City taxes collected by Portnoy, nothing so far. City taxes collected by Westmoreland Tax Claim Bureau, quarterly, December, $42,828.52. December year-to-date, $237,310.89. 2020 budget amount, $120,000. Total year-to-date taxes, tax claim bureau, $2,312,010.39. The distribution is of the city real estate tax distribution. The general fund received $1,490,142.35. The debt service fund received $513,380.79. Parks fund received $258,487.25. And the library fund received $50,000 for a total of $312,010.39. Real estate transfer tax, we received in December $2,809.66. Year-to-date, $176,882.46. Earned income tax, December was $61,091.46. Year-to-date, $612,031.07. Mercantile tax, $588.34. Year-to-date, $26,019.63. Local service tax, December, $782.79. Year-to-date, $75,351.70. Just as a note, Barkenheimer collect the following taxes, what I just read: the earned income tax, the mercantile tax, and the local service tax. Tax certifications. For December, $2,285. Year-to-date, $23,575. Municipal lien letters. December, $1,725. Year-to-date, $17,325. So the Treasurer's Department did a cost comparison for the revenues for the year 2018, 2019, and 2020. I'll read the 2018 and compare it with each year. Garbage, 2018, $343,971.49. 2019, $317,812.50. 2020, $366,172.63. Delinquent garbage, 2018, $61,800.99. 2019, $99,465.24. 2020, $116,692.30. Garbage Housing Authority, 2018, $61,425. 2019, $45,766.25. 2020, $61,035. Garbage fees for the next year, 2018, $128,231.25. 2019, $137,714.06. 2020, $175,333.35. Real estate taxes revenue. Current, the millage for 2018 was 37.43. 2018 general fund received $1,315,110.34. 2019, the millage was increased again to 43.11. The current revenues for that year in 2019 was $1,484,196.38. And the millage held the same for 2020. We received $1,490,142.35. Debt service, 2018, $491,371.19. 2019, $502,721.17. 2020, we received $513,380.79. 2018, $92,859.45. 2019, $248,844.94. 2020, $258,487.25. Library, 2018, $51,291.35. 2019, $50,396.21. 2020, $50,000. Delinquent city taxes. City taxes prior year, 2018, collected $4,381.46. 2019, $8,220.60. 2020, collected $4,672.39. City taxes Portnoy, we received nothing in 2018. 2019, we received $506.81, and we received nothing yet this year. City taxes tax claim, $196,029.29 for 2018. 2019, $174,582.15. 2020, $237,310.89. City real estate taxes transfer, 2018, $37,616.34. 2019, $50,079.31. And this, we had a substantial increase in 2020, something what Matt was referring to in his State of the City message. $176,882.46. Collected by Birkenheimer, earned income tax, 2018, $609,947.52. 2019, $570,776.96. 2020, $612,031.07. Mercantile tax, 2018, $27,480.61. 2019, $27,079.04. 2020, $26,019.63. That has been going steadily downhill. Local service tax, 2018, $74,292.82. 2019, $76,131.96. 2020, $75,351.77. Tax certification, those go out at $50 each. 2018 was $15,230. 2019, $18,950. 2020, $23,575. That has been going up. Municipal lien letters, $75 each. 2018, $75,000, or $12,000 for, at $75 each. 2019, $16,125. 2020, $17,325. That has been going up steadily. Mayor, that concludes my report and my supplemental report for the 3 years comparison. I need a motion.
Motion to approve the treasurer's report as read.
Oh, one before you make that. Everybody should have a copy of the 3-year total revenue incomes in their packets. Okay.
Motion to approve the treasurer's report as read. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Councilman Coles?
Yes.
Councilman Thomas?
Yes.
Councilman Gregor?
Aye.
Councilman Wojciechowski?
Sorry, it's on mute, yes.
He said yes.
Yes. Mayor Sherrill?
Yes.
Okay, Mayor, this is the controller's report for as of January 8, 2021. General Fund Community Bank Checking Account. Bank reconciliation as of December 31st, 2020. Beginning bank balance as of November 30th, 2020. $328,877.33. We had deposits of $305,519.78. We had expenses of $407,262.63. Ending balance as of December 31st, 2020, $227,134.48. have outstanding checks, $74,233.14. Outstanding deposits, $65,890.10. Reconciled bank balance to bank statement, $218,791.44. Mayor, that concludes the Controller's report.
Thank you.
Mayor, due to personal commitments that I have for this evening, unexpectedly, I'm going to have to excuse myself for the balance of the meeting.
Thank you. Thanks. All right. Moving on, I'd like to make a motion to adopt Resolution 1 of 2021, a resolution of the City of Monessen, Westmoreland County, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, adopting the Municipal Comprehensive Plan. And again, the plan is on the city's website at www.cityofmonessen.com, and I believe it's under the Resources tab. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilor McGregor,
Aye.
Councilor Chakowski,
Yes, I'm sorry, do it again.
Councilor Coles,
Aye.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to adopt Resolution 2 of 2021, a resolution of the City of Monessen, Westmoreland County, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, adopting the Westmoreland County Hazard Mitigation Plan. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Councilor McGregor,
Aye.
Councilor Chakowski,
Yes.
Councilor Coles,
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to approve a handicap parking space at 916 Athalia Avenue for Carmela Devonna. Is there a second? Was that a second, Lois?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions? Call the roll.
Councilor Chakowski,
Yes.
Councilor Coles,
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilor McGregor,
Aye.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to ratify the December 28th, 2020 reappointment of Paul Baradelli to the Mon Valley Sewage Authority, and this is at the recommendation of their solicitor, Aaron Bylon. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Questions? Call the roll.
Councilor Coles,
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilor McGregor,
Aye.
Councilor Chakowski,
Yes.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Devonna Carter to the Planning Commission for a 4-year term beginning January 1st, 2021. And if you recall, at the last meeting, she had applied for the Zoning Board and the Planning Commission, but obviously you can only, if you join the Zoning Board, that's all you can be on. So I reached out to her to see which one she would prefer, and she chose the Planning Commission. So, is there a second?
I'll second.
Any questions? Call roll.
Councilman Coles,
Aye.
Councilwoman McGregor,
Aye.
I'm sorry, Councilman McGregor,
Aye.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilor Chakowski,
Yes.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Jean Aylo to the Shade Tree Commission for a 2-year term beginning January 1st, 2021. Is there a second? Question.
Yeah, I thought she was on the environmental advisory board.
She is, when I swore the members into both of the boards last week, they agreed that there's some overlap in the two boards, so that's why she decided to apply for this board. There are, what's that?
Because that's not what was on her original application.
Yeah, she reached out to us and asked us to add this.
So did we open up the boards again?
They've been open this whole time. There were still vacancies.
I thought they were closed when we had the last meeting.
No, we never closed them. But this round will fill out all 27 or so applicants. I think there's more than that. Vacancies, rather.
So you're saying people still have the opportunity to send an application for these boards?
Yeah, we never closed it. So they sent these in, I believe, last week, John? Right?
I thought they were closed. I guess I was understood. So I thought they were closed, and we had to go by who we were to receive the additional application.
No, because there were still vacancies on the boards. There are 5 people for shade tree, 5 people for environmental, 3
Well, I
for
understand
zoning.
that, but I thought they were closed.
Yeah, no. So that's why these are on here. Okay, follow up.
Councilman Coles,
Yes,
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilman Gregor,
Aye.
Councilman Orchakowski,
Yes.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Marcia Adams to the Environmental Advisory Board for a 3-year term beginning January 1st, 2021. And it's the same thing. Marcia's on the Shade Tree Commission. They saw an overlap, so that's why she's applying to this one.
So you're saying the positions are open all year round as long as they're not full? Because I was not aware of that.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't deny residents who want to volunteer, so.
Well, I
We-
understand that, but
yeah.
I'm saying, so board positions are always open year round. So anyone that sees another position can come and apply and become on board.
Well, yeah, if there's a vacancy. I mean, in the past, we haven't really had any residents willing to step up and volunteer for anything. I need a second on this motion.
I'll second it.
Any more questions? Call the roll.
Councilman Gregor,
Aye.
Councilman Orchakowski,
Yes.
Councilman Coles,
aye.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes.
Who seconded that?
Dawn. I would like to make a motion to appoint Candace Kelly to the Environmental Advisory Board for a 2-year term beginning January 1st, 2021. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Questions? Call the roll.
Councilman Orchakowski,
Yes.
Councilman Coles,
Yes,
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilman Gregor,
Aye.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes. And I'd like to make a motion to appoint William Manis to the Zoning and Hearing Board for a 1-year term beginning January 1st, 2021. Is there a second?
second.
Any questions? And I just want to add that I believe Bill mentioned that he is a founding member of the Monessen Zoning Board. So as we work on this new zoning ordinance, I'm sure he will be very helpful. Okay, call the roll.
Councilman Orchakowski,
Yes.
Councilman Coles,
Yes,
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilman Gregor,
Aye.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to conduct the second reading and to enact Ordinance 14 of 2020, an ordinance of the City of Monessen, Westmoreland County, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, acknowledging certain conduct as discrimination in housing, commercial property, employment, and public accommodations based upon race, color, creed, ancestry, age, sex, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity or expression, genetic information, handicap or disability, use of a guide or support animals because the user is a handler or trainer of support or guide animals, providing for the creation of the City of Monessen Human Relations Commission, providing definitions, and providing for an effective date. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Questions? Call the roll.
Councilman Coles,
yes,
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilman Gregor,
Aye.
Councilman Orchakowski,
Yes.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to conduct the second reading and to enact Ordinance 16 of 2020, an ordinance of the City of Monessen, Westmoreland County, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, requiring the mapping and documentation of the existence and removal of abandoned underground utilities, requiring the mapping and documentation of replacement utility lines, and establishing fines and enforcement, providing for an effective date. Is there a second?
second.
Questions?
Is this a cost to the city?
What's that?
Is there going to be a cost to the city?
No, this is going to require utility companies to map existing lines, and then basically it has to do with us issuing road opening permits. So that's where the enforcement comes in.
Okay.
Call the roll.
Councilman Grigor?
Aye.
Councilor Chakowski?
Yes.
Councilman Coles?
Aye.
Councilwoman Thomas?
Yes.
Mayor Sherrod?
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to conduct the second reading and to enact ordinance 1229, ordinance 19 of 2020, an ordinance of the City of Monessen, Westmoreland County, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, correcting incorrectly numbered ordinances by and for the City of Monessen and providing for an effective date. Is there a second?
I'll second.
And just to reiterate, we touched on this last week, we discovered that from 1968 until 2020, the ordinances were numbered incorrectly, so this will correct them. Any questions? Call the roll.
Councilor Chakowski?
Yes.
Councilman Coles?
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas?
Yes.
Councilor Grigor?
Aye.
Mayor Sherrod?
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to introduce and conduct the first reading of Bill number 1 of 2021, ordinance number 1231, an ordinance of the City of Monessen, Westmoreland County, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, reestablishing a blighted property review board by and for the City of Monessen, reestablishing a purpose, reestablishing rules and regulations governing the board, providing definitions, providing procedures for the determination, acquisition, and reuse of blighted property, establishing an appeal process, establishing additional board functions, repealing Ordinance 5 of 2008, repealing Ordinance 7 of 1978, and providing for an effective date. And is there a second?
Matt,
Yes.
Gil, does this have anything to do with someone buying a piece of property, commercial or whatever it might be, given time period to bring it up to code?
No, we adopted an ordinance like that earlier this year.
Okay,
This
just
is,
trying to get clear on it.
yeah, this is a recommendation in the comprehensive plan, and I think it's also a requirement, is it?
It is. So under the urban redevelopment law, which is the law that creates and outlines how your redevelopment authority would function and how it, what its role should be in connection with developing and doing city projects and things like that, it's a requirement to have an ordinance like this that spells out the criteria and the process that you use for defining and determining blighted properties that are subject to projects for the city.
Is there a second? I still need a second.
I'll second it.
Any other questions?
So,
This is pretty long.
What's that?
This is pretty long, and at least I have not had a chance to look at it at all.
Well, I mean,
Does this have to be done today? We can at least have some time to look at it.
they'll
It's
still,
about 4 pages long.
well, there'll still be a second reading, so, you know, we could adjust between this first reading and this second reading. And just, for the record, this board will create a 7-member board. There will be 1 member from City Council, and this would the council will vote on all of this. 1 member from City Council, 1 representative of the Redevelopment Authority, 1 representative of the Planning Commission, 1 representative from the executive branch of city government, and 3 at-large citizen representatives of the City of Monessen. And that seems to be pretty standard with the membership.
So
Yeah,
this is first reading, right?
Yes, this is the first reading.
Yeah, this, you've had 2 ordinances that are similar to what this does, one in 1978 and then another one in 2008. This updates that again. If you look up the urban redevelopment law, you'll see that a lot of the language in this ordinance is word for word for the language in the urban redevelopment law, which is the operative language for a board like this.
Call the roll.
Councilman Coles?
Aye.
Councilwoman Thomas,
You know,
Councilman Grigger,
Aye.
Councilor Orchakowski,
Yes.
Mayor Sherrall.
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to advertise for the 5 vacant positions on the newly formed Monessen Human Relations Commission. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Councilwoman Thomas,
yes.
Councilman Grigger,
Aye.
Councilman Orchakowski,
Yes.
Councilman Coles,
Yes,
Mayor Sherrall.
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to approve the purchase of a 2020 Ford Interceptor Model K8A all-wheel drive for the police department. This vehicle will replace the vehicle that was previously totaled in an accident in November. The purchase price is $43,811 using PA CoStar 013. C. Harper Ford will be the local dealer. And before I ask for a second, John, do you recall, I know Jim sent us a list of the cars and what their conditions or status are. Do you?
Fortunately, it was the oldest car and had the most mileage. So if we were to pull it off the road in the next year, we would probably auction it off and get about $500 to $1,000 for it. So hopefully, being that claim was filed, we'll see what the insurance company comes up with. The car has been stripped of all the police equipment, and we will reuse it in the new car coming in, and so they won't have any additional cost for that. And the car will be picked up tomorrow by the insurance company and taken to wherever they take their cars to.
And I remember Jim saying some of the other cars have minor issues on them from wear and tear and such. So
Yeah, we were down to one car this about 2 weeks ago, and now we're back up to 3 right now. And we caught one. The car number 4 had a transmission problem. We caught it before it got too far gone, and we were able to fix it. So that car has about 98,000 miles on it. So we're in decent shape, but we have to get this car to replace it.
is there?
Extreme cause.
Oh.
I think you could.
Oh no. Can you plug that in for me? Hold on 1 second.
I guarantee you that's probably it.
I forgot to plug it in, that's why.
So we're buying a new car to replace the.
No worries.
car that was old.
John, there was a question.
I can't.
Lois, what was the question again?
So we're buying a new car to replace the one that was old, and we just got the new car?
Well, we were going to have to replace it in the next few months anyway because of the mileage and the years. So therefore, unfortunately, we had an accident and they rushed it up. So we'll get it. We got to get them cars to work with.
Go ahead, Lois, sorry about that.
Did we ever figure out what happened with it? Because we never got the details of what happened that day.
You can't discuss that.
What do you mean what happened?
That,
At the event
that
the
would
car
be a
was old.
personnel matter.
You mean like the details of the accident?
We don't even know why, what happened if the car was totaled, what was taking place if that car was totaled.
I don't think we can go into that.
That may be an item for executive session.
Yeah, that's definitely
Lois, I
executive.
mean, we can fill you in as a council member, but I think, exactly the specifics of the incident, we want to talk about that in executive session.
So how do we plan on paying for this? It's not in the budget. It wasn't even discussed in the budget.
We'll have to make it work. This is one of those emergency items that we're going to just have to, I'll make it work. And a budget is okay as a guideline. And if we all understand that, we'll all be doing very well through the year. This is an item that we'll have, it will pay over 4 years, just like we've done the other police cars. And we haven't bought a police car for 3 years now because we had 2 donated to us. So this is our first shot at buying a car.
So you mentioned
Correct.
How could we be down one car when we just took delivery of 2 brand new cars?
I can't hear.
He asked why we would be down one car when we just got those 2 new cars.
Well,
One of the new cars.
one of the new cars is currently being repaired, and we're having problems getting, it was involved in a small accident. One had a transmission issue, one had a siren that the wiring burned in it, and we had to replace that siren with the siren from the car that was hit and totaled. So some of these are small things, but they have to be done in order to operate as a law enforcement group.
My question is specifically directed at the 2 brand new police cars.
What he just said, that one of them was involved in a small accident, so they were delayed in getting it repaired because the place where they were taking it to get repaired was delayed due to COVID issues. So that's why that one was out.
Yeah,
I
parts-
assume the other
parts of
car that was, the car that was in was one of the other new ones, I assume.
Yes.
So this is the first time I'm ever hearing about one of the brand new cars was in an accident.
Well, they're taken care of. I take care of them.
Actually, isn't that your department?
We already have the money from the insurance company sitting here. We're just waiting for the parts to come in, and they'll be placed in there, and they'll be back in action. There's 10,485 miles on that car.
Seeing, since the police falls under my department, and the police they do a good job at, keeping the maintenance up, working with the guys at the city garage, with the mechanic, to do any the usual routine maintenance, and then coordinating with John when anything like that happens. So fortunately, those accidents didn't result in anyone getting injured.
And that's great, and that's thank God. My question is, how much damage was done to a brand new police car?
I believe it was just a bumper.
Yeah, the bumper, the back end, the taillights, and the bumper. They're all one unit, and once you hit one of them, they all come out. So nothing major. It's $3,300, and the insurance money's already here. We're waiting for the parts.
Who seconded this motion? Dawn did.
Did you second
Yeah,
it?
I'll second.
Are there any other questions? Call the roll.
Councilman Orchakowski?
No, because we don't have it budgeted. That's the only reason. We
What
do
did
not
you say?
have it
He
budgeted.
said no.
No. Okay. Councilman Coles?
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas?
No.
Councilman Gregor?
Aye.
Mayor Sherrod?
Yes. The police report for the month ending December 2020. Total parking permits, $600. Total miscellaneous collection, $240. Total receipts from District Justice Office, $1,473.85. Total receipts collected for December 2020, $2,313.85. Some highlights of the calls for service for December 2020. Assault, law enforcement, or similar, there was 0, wrong line. Assist EMS, 141. Assist fire, 12. Assist other LEA, including code enforcement, 11. Domestic complaint, 24. Fax request for investigations, 15. Follow-up investigations, 12. Miscellaneous calls for service, 125. Patrol checks, including county-owned property, 14. Registration checks, 1028, 37. Suspicious person, auto or circumstance, 7. Vehicle stops, 32. Welfare checks, 18. Total for the month of December, 560. Year-to-date, 7,009. December 2020, the total is 34. Year-to-date, 850. And the total miles for December 2020, 4,354. with an average miles per day 140.46. And the police department report for the year ending 2020, total parking permits $7,825, total miscellaneous collection $4,140, total receipts from district justice office $21,805.38, total receipts collected for the year 2020 $34,013.38. And I went over the call log already, but again, the year-to-date for 2020 of calls is 7,009. And then again, the year-to-date arrests for 2020 is 850. And that concludes the police department report. And I will hand it over to Councilwoman Thomas.
Good evening. The police department report for December 2020. The routine pickup of garbage downtown twice a week. Pick up litter throughout the town for the holidays. Answered 20 PA1 calls. Had several of the roads. Finished the leaf collection. Cleaned out catch basins as weather permitted. They were called out to salt for 7 days in December, and they helped the parks department as needed. The street department is also informing the residents that all main roads during a snowfall and the hills are done first. Then they do the side streets and then last day out. So I know sometimes that's hard for other people to understand, but they have to do it in that order. So if you know there is a snowfall coming, they're asking that you do not park in the alleys, but on a main street, so that you're not stuck in the alleys waiting for them to be able to come clear the alleys out for you. As far as the library and redevelopment authority report, because of the short time between our last meeting, there really wasn't much to report. Besides the fact that all the repairs to the library have been completed as of now. That's it.
Thank you. Councilman Orzetrowski.
The Parks Department report for December 2020. There's electric leaves in the park as weather permitted. They helped sweep through as always for cold patch, snow removal, and anything else they needed. Lights were fixed in the city hall, the library, and the civic center was cleaned as needed. And that's the end of my report.
Thank you. Councilman Gregor.
Okay, Code Enforcement Office financial report. Plumbing license year-to-date was $1,250. Building permits, December, $180.50. Year-to-date was $23,778.50. Demolition permits, year-to-date, $525. Mercantile machines, December, $3,500. Year-to-date, $13,393.90. Chicken permits for the year, $100. Street opening permits for December was $2,000. Year-to-date was $64,807.33. Magistrate code enforcement for the year, $984.26. Zoning fees year-to-date, $18,591.21. Sign permits year-to-date, $1,250. Eat and drink license year-to-date, $550. Fire inspections, $75 year-to-date. Health inspections, $1,475 year-to-date. Habitation permits for December, $1,210. Year-to-date, $11,810. Landlord fees, December, $2,350. Year-to-date was $22,350. Dye testing fee, year-to-date was $60. Yard waste pickup, year-to-date, $920. Unsewered line usage, year-to-date, $6,480. December income was $9,240.50. Year-to-date was $168,400.20. Code activity report. Habitation permits for December 21, correction letters was 46, animal complaints was 1, miscellaneous complaints 15, citations 5, building permits 1, office meetings with residents 1. Mon Valley Emergency Medical EMS report. Total number of emergency calls for December was 151 calls. Fire department report. For December, 4 automatic alarms, 1 assist police, 1 CO, 1 standby, 1 structure fire, 1 electrical fire, 3 motor vehicle accidents, 1 landing zone, 1 natural gas call, 1 structure fire in Charleroi. We had 2 false alarms. We had 1 smoke in a structure, 1 stove fire, 1 transformer fire, 1 citizen complaint. Total calls 21, total responding was 252. Average responding per call was 12. Total man hours 180.5 hours. That concludes my reports.
Thank you. Councilman Coles?
Yes, thank you, Matt. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Coles, Department of Accounting and Finances. Following is my report. I'd like to get a motion on item A. I'd like to get a motion to approve payment of invoices from the general fund in an amount of $293,574.44.
Second. Question? Call the roll.
Councilman Grigger,
Aye.
Councilman Orchakowski,
Yes.
Councilman Coles,
Aye.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes.
On item B, I'd like to get a motion to approve the payment of invoices and liquid fuels from the liquid fuels in the amount of $48,988.77.
Second. Questions? Call the roll.
Councilman Orchakowski,
Yes.
Councilman Coles,
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilman Grigger,
Aye.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes.
Item C, I'd like to get a motion to approve payment of invoices for line usage in the amount of $10,525.68.
Second. Question? Call the roll.
Councilman Coles,
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilman Grigger,
Aye.
Councilman Orchakowski,
Yes.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes.
Item D, I'd like to get a motion to approve payment of invoices in the park fund in the amount of $10,293.10.
Second. Questions? Call the roll.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilman Grigger,
Aye.
Councilman Orchakowski,
Yes.
Councilman Coles,
Yes.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes.
Item E, I'd like to get a motion to approve payment of invoices for recreation in the amount of $1,339.50.
Second. Question? Call the roll.
Councilwoman Thomas,
Yes.
Councilman Grigger,
Aye.
Councilman Orchakowski,
Yes.
Councilman Coles,
Aye.
Mayor Sherrod.
Yes.
Next item is item F, the large dollar amount balances for the month ending December. Number 1, in the general fund, in the amount of $237,410.67. Item 2, debt service fund, $91,842.80. Item 3, line usage fund, $66,940.94. Item 4, liquid fuels fund, $30,430.67. Item 5, parks and recreation, $29,564.99. That concludes my report, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, moving on to public comment. We have one in writing from Ernie Telegraphist.
Yes. From the desk of Ernie Telegraphs, addressing the Monessen City Council. In times of economic downfall and political turmoil, the once Republican United States has always gave light to redress the powers to be through representative government. And nowhere other than local government is the residents' representation more pertinent than the function of the city council meetings. Unfortunately, this people's elected body are following in lockstep with Mayor Sherrill of endorsing the political global shenanigans of using an uncontested coronavirus pandemic to further distance the city's citizens of every community. The question that must be answered is, what proof other than the fraudulent PCR testing that results in 94% false positives, along with the bribe of giving medical institutions and professions thousands of dollars to label and record a motley respiratory illnesses and sicknesses like pneumonia, COPD, the flu, etc., is being used to shut up the people's voices. Please note, a declaration made by a government agency or by any official especially connected to the globalist New World agenda is not valid proof but simply a political decree. Therefore, please tell the citizens why we are keeping them from an input into your public duties. The last paragraph, by the way, Mayor, you did not answer the last month's question of who approved the 5G that is attached to the middle school to which Monessen taxpayers pay for school taxes at the expense of all the occupants' health from heavy microwave radiation.
So I'm going to address the last one again. I don't know if he's talking about what's on the building, which I believe is a Wi-Fi router or something, so he should ask the school board about that. But there is a 5G tower, which is in Ross Draper and not in Monessen. So, and I did address that last meeting, I believe. So,
Okay, that's it for that.
do you have anything?
Mayor, I got something done.
Ron has a question.
Okay.
First off, where are we at with the audit?
The audit is in process and it will be finished by April 30th, correct?
And that is for last year?
That is for 2019, and they are also going to be working on 2020. And we got an extension from DCED.
Okay, the other, just look at comment. The ordinance on mapping of all the utilities, that's called a one call. And to be honest with you, I do that all the time with the work that I do. If you break the soil, you have to do a one call. It doesn't matter if you're opening up a street, you're working on a sidewalk, or you're digging a hole in some place. So one call is mandated by the state of Pennsylvania,
Right.
and it is accepted by all the utilities. And it's interesting to me that when you mark a spot that you're going to be working, they actually come out and determine where their facilities are. They bring metal detectors looking for pipeline, and they use all different kinds of equipment that they have in order to determine what is there. There is no magical map that they have that they're going to be able to give to somebody and say, here's a map of all the utilities in the city. That just does not exist.
This was at the recommendation of our city engineer who keeps track of all of the
I'm sorry,
underground utilities.
He's missing a boat there somewhere.
Well,
I've been working in that industry for a long time.
The reason being is we've experienced when PennDOT was working in Westgate, they found tons of abandoned lines from when there were houses down there. And PennDOT also found a line that no one knew existed when they were tearing up just this last year by 12th Street.
That brings home the point that nobody has a master map of this stuff.
Correct.
You have to do a one call. They do their best job to determine where this stuff is. They have 72 hours to do that one call, so you don't have to wait a long period of time.
Well, we're just trying to address this even further because we've experienced this. And
They'll
like I said,
laugh at it, to be honest with you, because there's state law that really says how that works.
This, again, was at the recommendation of the city engineer, and the solicitor looked at it, so.
The other thing I was just going to mention in passing, and this really has not a lot to do with anything other than it's been asked of me in the past. That is that the cameras that are located in here were set up to record video 24/7. Howsoever, at nighttime, they switched over to a motion-only mode. In other words, only if something moved did they record the video. That's the first thing. Secondly, they recorded audio from 5 p.m. to 8 o'clock the next morning. There's no remote control associated with that or anything. Anytime, let me finish, anytime any of those events happen, it is logged on the NVR. And you can go and look at those, turn it back on and look at the logs. It will show you exactly when it comes on, when it goes off, who actually activated it, who turned it on, who turned it off, and it'll all be under computer control. There's no remote control associated with that. And last but not least, the last service agreement I had with the city of Monessen was ended in 2017. So there's not even a service agreement for several years.
Okay, well, that last part I didn't know, so thank you for that.
So you're admitting that you had audio recording?
I'm saying that that had audio recording in there.
Did you post that anywhere in this building that there was audio recording?
There was a sign out front that said audio and video recording.
No, there was
It's
not.
a video.
There never was.
Yeah, there was.
And I believe it was the March meeting last year, March or April, it was early last year, that you said that you were able to turn off and on the audio with a click or an app.
Yeah, they go inside of there, in that room, and turning it on and off.
Who authorized you to do that audio recording?
That was done as part of an alarm system that was done for the building.
Who authorized you to do that?
City council.
Who was city council at the time?
Ron Charvelli, Tony Ernkowski, Dave Thean,
Devonna.
Viola, and Matt.
Interesting.
Well, I wasn't here when.
Because it was never posted down here that you had audio recording.
I'm sorry you didn't see it, but it was there.
Oh, I would have saw it. I made sure I looked for it.
Well,
And
Once you admitted to having that recording, trust
I
me,
did not have the recording. It's, you have the recording.
you were the
It's in
one
your
that set it
possession.
up.
The other concern though is if it was after 5 p.m., which you said 5 to 8, right?
Mhm.
5 to 8 a.m. That again, and I said this last year, raises concerns about labor negotiations, executive sessions, anything else that happened. Obviously, public meetings, that's
Well, there's no
not the point,
expectations
but-
for public
right.
meetings.
But those other instances, or private conversations even,
But
that raises concerns.
if I was
But all
sitting,
that is in your possession. It's in there on that recording. Go turn it on, look at that, see what it does.
But
All
if
they're
it,
experts.
but the recording shouldn't, that shouldn't have had that capability in the first place.
Well, first off, that was what the council wanted. They wanted an alarm system. And at the time, as far as I know, and I could be wrong, they held executive sessions upstairs. There's nothing up there.
But again, conversations, labor negotiations, anything else that happened,
if I
they
was
didn't
sitting
always
down
happen
here
upstairs.
having a phone conversation with someone after a meeting, you actually conducted an illegal wiretap.
I didn't
because
conduct anything. That is-
whoever installed it, as far as I'm concerned, would be the person that conducted that illegal wiretap. I do have an expectation of privacy when I'm on a telephone after a meeting. There was no notification given to anyone.
I do
There
not
was
believe
nothing
that you
posted
were
down
ever
there.
even on council at the time.
I was
that
not.
wasn't. So-
I believe he's saying hypothetically, like
Yeah.
anyone.
No, I guarantee you that I have had phone conversations down here after a meeting when I did have an expectation of privacy, and I did not have it. That's something that will be being looked into.
You know, you're welcome to look into it, but I'm just telling you the way that it worked and so forth.
Well, I
It is all-
appreciate you
It's all in your
confirming that.
possession, it is your video recorder, it belongs to the city, it records it there, it does what it does. You're welcome to go power it back up and see what it does, bring in any expert you want. Everything it does is logged as far as when it did it, how it was turned on, who turned it off, blah, blah, blah.
Hold 1 second.
This is, you know, what if you're a sore loser or something because you got kicked out?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
But thank you for that confirmation.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Okay, that's all I have.
Thank you. Tony, you said you had something.
Yeah, just a question, just one, two quick things. Question, is there any balance to via Benetcon moving forward?
John, is there a balance for Benetcon moving forward?
We're waiting for the numbers.
Did you hear that?
What's that? What may I ask, does that mean?
We're waiting to hear from Benetcon on the
Yeah.
numbers?
Yeah. They've
So-
given us some preliminary numbers, but not the final numbers.
For 2020, is that what you're talking about?
For 2020 is his question. Numbers for 2020 that we owe from 2020 to Benetcon.
Or do we still owe 2 months from 19?
So
It's hard to tell now.
first question to break that down, because it's a complicated answer, I think, or somewhat complicated. Are there any months of healthcare that we still owe Benetcon?
Right now, it's December.
Okay, so we owe one
Yeah.
1 month
1
to
month.
Benetcon currently.
Right.
So, Tony, there's 1 month for December that we still owe Benetcon. And then in addition to that, given they're alleging a breach on the part of the city, which is the reason they terminated the city's contract for. They're claiming that there are certain amounts that are owed in connection with the breach from the city to Benetcon as well, that they're going to, try and ostensibly collect from the city. We'll obviously review that, but we haven't been provided with any exact actual figures of what that is with any supporting documentation at this point.
And the HRA cards charges will come in on that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the bill from 2019 is owed to whom?
From 2019?
Yes, sir.
Did you, the last meeting you said.
The only
we
people
still-
we pay is Benetcon.
Yeah, at the last meeting, you mentioned that we still owed 2
Yeah,
months in 2020. We have since paid that?
We have paid that,
Okay.
trying to get caught up so we wouldn't get canceled. But we got canceled.
So all
Who did we pay that to, man?
He said Benetcon.
But we didn't have Benetcon starting till January 1st of 2020. Prior to Benetcon,
You,
2019, the city of Monessen had UPMC.
So was
no,
that?
you had United Healthcare and UPMC.
Okay, so, sorry, I was mistaken.
Yeah, they had both of them.
But you are correct that it started in 2020.
Okay. And just to be clear, I understand you said Benetcon canceled us the contract for healthcare.
Yes.
We didn't send an email or anything to Benetcon informing them that we no longer wanted to afford their healthcare and we wish to break the contract. Because I got an email from Benetcon stating that someone at City Hall sent an email and called that they were no longer wanting to have Benetcon's insurance and the city was moving on to somebody else new at the beginning of the year because they couldn't afford it anymore.
We had that in the last month. We confirmed it.
You have
There's
it?
an email.
The confirmation
an email
letter
from
or the
city-
confirmation
city-
email?
What's the date on the email?
The basically was confirmation, you say that we accept the termination and,
What's the date on the email?
Well, there's an email from towards the end of December.
So that would probably be the confirmation email,
yeah,
right?
it was a confirmation email. Yeah. And that was sent to Benetcon,
Yes.
and you have a copy of it.
I spoke to Mrs. Ritchie. I believe you know her, John, but you've talked many times to her. And she talked to me today about balances moving forward that the city of Monessen is going to have to owe $30,000 a month for the next 6 months because of breaking the contract. And that's the terms of the contract, the 3-year contract?
Well, I mean, we will obviously wait until we get that in writing, but even still, that's still less than what we would have spent if we had carried out the contract for the full term, which would have cost the city in excess of $400,000, as we talked about last month.
It's interesting, Benetcon doesn't think so.
Well, I don't know.
That's why I'm bringing it up. And like I said, our prior bill,
Well, why didn't you ask us what the dollars were if you already knew?
Matt, why are they sending Mr. Orzechowski information that should come to John and myself? How all of a sudden is he getting information before we get it?
Oh, he likes to.
He's always got somewhere somebody sent him, or he found out, or whatever.
He likes to play the gotcha game all the time.
You
That's
see,
why.
this is every meeting, every month, he's got some BS and nonsense that he brings up to make yourself look like you're important. Look, all of this stuff that I told you before happened on your watch. You don't like what's going on. Things are getting straightened out, and it's making you look like a geek fool, and you don't like it. Get over it. Damn it. Every month we got to put up with your
Do
nonsense.
either of you still have those figures that
Get
you
over
were
it, brother. Get over
talking
it.
about last month
Which one?
with the insurance?
because I just want to.
Oh, I can tell
Make
If you
you.
sure
wanna
whatever. You
reiterate.
should have made sure when you had control of things that things didn't get out of hand, you let it get out of hand. Don't worry about so much what's going on now. This council is getting things straightened out, which you don't like.
Were you
It
gonna say something?
embarrasses you.
People were talking over each other. I was just
I'm
gonna
gonna
say, give everybody a
I'm gonna
chance
hand
to
it over
speak.
to Councilman Gregor. You said if you want to reiterate the figures.
Yes, when you negotiated this health care, you moved these 24 people from Medicare over to full coverage. By doing that, you cost the city of Monessen an extra $120-some thousand a year in rates. Why did you do that?
I didn't do anything.
What do you mean?
They were contracted prior.
What do you mean you didn't do anything? You were director of accounts and finance.
And you signed the contract.
You were the one that signed the contract as deputy mayor. You
And you were voted
negotiated
on.
this with these people. You took us from the point where it was going to cost us an extra $450,000 over a 3-year period. Last year,
But if they
That's
weren't
not
under
true.
it before,
that's not true. You moved those people. You moved those people from Medicare underneath the Benetcon contract. Why? Why would you do such a thing?
When I talk to Benetcon tomorrow, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Here we go again.
Yeah, you were either incompetent or there was something else going on. And I'm curious as what else could have been going on. You know, the mayor was talking about corruption. I'm curious. I'm very curious as what was going on that you would move 24 people, 25 people from one program that was costing the city $140 a month.
Makes you think, doesn't it, Mr. Gregor?
Why would we do that, Tony? What benefit to who was there? It was not to the citizens of Monessen. Somebody benefited from this contract.
Makes you think.
Doesn't make me think, it makes me know.
Opinions of money?
what was that?
I'm getting accused of taking something back.
I didn't accuse you of anything. I want to know why you did it. What was your logic to increase the cost of the city of an additional $200,000 a year? What was your logic?
Council went over everything. Our solicitor, which I trust, went over everything. We had meetings, we had public meetings, and we had it all out, and we had bullet points, we had PowerPoints, we had everything to show everybody what the difference was going to be.
Well, clearly that was all wrong.
Clearly your numbers were off.
The unions were.
And not only that, they were going to raise our rates over 12%, almost 13%, when the average was 6%. And then when we, oh,
Are you a healthcare belt on? Wow. I'm impressed. Not only can you put them away, but you can also make them healthy too.
oh, I can put them away, Tony.
Well, at least someone reads the figures.
Someone understands numbers, obviously you don't. All you had to do was do the math.
Especially under nonprofits.
Is there anything else? I move to adjourn at 8:32 p.m.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, everyone.